So we've basically got to do 10 locks before 4 o'clock this afternoon. We have got a race on to get through to the other side of Crofton before they close it at 4, and just in case we start to run out of water again.
Got no money, I got no ride. Think I got lost in your father's house.
Yay!
We're going!
We've been released from our captivity this morning. See Devizes Basin in the background. We've been here for 2 weeks whilst the Cane Hill flight and the Crofton flight ahead of us has been closed. And last night CRT sent a message, it's the Canal and River Trust, and they've told us that we're free to go. So off we go. We've got 15 miles to the first lock at Crofton, so Jack's trying to see over my head. Can you see?
I can, it's good.
So how's it feel to be being set free?
It's weird, yeah. It's been a long time since we've been anywhere, but yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it already.
Got to get used to it again.
I know.
Onwards.
Not many boats about at all. I think we've passed one boat this morning. What time is it? Just after 10. Oh, just after 11 o'clock. Oh. Got a bit of a traffic jam going on. There's a wide beam in front of us which is going very slowly, quite rightly, past some more boats, which has been quite a few. Michael's completely come off the gas, and we're just ticking over.
Well, we're not even on tick over.
No, we're not even on tick over, sorry. We've got no propulsion. We're drifting on the canal.
So I just stopped at a swing bridge and oh, windless.
Say I leave me windless and then I go and forget it, don't I?
So Jackie's got new shorts on today. She likes new clothes. So she's now gone to do the swing bridge. There we go, it's going now. She's doing a sterling job. Found a tarp. Jackie's found a tarp in the piece of plastic in the canal which we've got to take out. Yeah, I think they're blowing off boats in the wind, although there's not much wind about. It might have been in there a while.
Good deed of the day.
Good deed of the day. Well,
yeah. We've just stopped at Honey Street just to fill one of the freshwater bottles. Michael's just wandered down the towpath to go to the water point. I'll be back in a second and then we'll be on our way again. Literally a splash and dash, as they say. Oh yeah, 1922. So this is our mooring in Pewsey, second time we've been here. Now on the way back towards Reading. This is one of those pin moorings. So plank's being deployed. Not for the first time on the K&A, but it's okay, quite like it. And you can see, got the curtains closed to try and keep some of the sun out. Not doing too badly, I've got a few, you can just see in there. It's good, I'm going to keep going. See how many I can get. Don't think we'll be dining out on this, but you never know. Back down the plank now. Always tricky in flip-flops. It's not going to end well, this, I don't think. I've got both hands full. She's never great. Ooh. Down.
Oh yeah.
That looks very peaceful.
Oh, very annoying. Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. Not a good day.
Just had some food and a glass of wine, and there's been a few boats going past that were really going little too fast, and we felt the boat moving quite a bit, so we've gone out and checked the pins, and one of them was completely out, so it's a good job we did at that point in time. So we've just repinned, and hopefully we should be okay now, I think. Are you happy with that? Fingers crossed. going down the canal, and in front of us there's two boats coming towards us which are tied up together, so we're just going to have to pull in, and hopefully all three of us will be able to make it past each other.
I could wait for 1,000 years, but it won't do us any good. Will you bet if you get the chance? I know I surely would. When you're away, there's a hole in my heart. Feels like a deja vu. So come back soon, you are my missing part. I know that you'll be you, 'cause you're my sweetheart.
We made it.
When you're around, I feel the sparks takes me higher, sweetheart. Keep it close to you forever, never, darling.
It's very busy this morning. It's been quiet yesterday. Didn't see hardly any boats, maybe about 4. And we've passed, 5 already this morning coming the other direction, which just shows us a little bit more movement on the canal. And this is the first lock we're going to come to today, which is at Button Rivers. Yeah, just to see if the lock's open, if there's many boats moving around as well. Just trying to get there and keep our fingers crossed that the whole of the next 10 locks, which gets us to the other side of Crofton, remain open, because they're saying they're going to reassess the water level.
We stood up.
I've got a bridge coming and I just need to see just a bit better where I'm going.
How are we feeling today?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Yeah,
Which
feel like,
one-
feel
which-
like we've got a challenge on, but yeah, I'm feeling good.
Which ones of the 7 dwarfs are you today? You can be a combination of a few if you like.
I'm
A bit witch and a bit witch.
started off a bit grumpy.
A bit grumpy,
I
yeah.
started off very sleepy. I can't
Yeah.
remember what the 7 was now. Then,
We only need 2,
oh, okay, all right.
so you're a
so
bit. You're not sleepy
I'm
anymore.
not sleeping anymore. Then I went, I had a little bit of a grump.
So you're a bit grumpy.
I was a bit grumpy, yeah. Then now I'm happy because we're on the canal and we're moving, and I'll be even happier if we get through this bridge.
So will I.
So we're just approaching the first lock at Button Rivers, and it looks like there's a little bit of a queue. I was happy. I'm not happy now.
This is how we've got to deal with the queue, isn't it? There are 2 boats.
Angry.
There are
I've
2.
gone to angry mode.
There are 2 boats on the lock landing. Where would you like me to go?
Well, I'm just trying to avoid going in the drink down there.
Oh yeah, that's all right. But there's the double moored on the lock landing. There's a wide beam in the lock, so we'll have to wait our turn. Chill.
Walking up to the lock to investigate what's happening. So we've basically got to do 10 locks before 4 o'clock this afternoon, which will get us through the Crofton flight. If we don't, then they'll lock them. Just spoken to the lock keeper and he said it's been just wall-to-wall boats going through since 9:45 this morning. Just holding up alongside this boat, waiting for the lock landing to come free.
This is fun.
Second lock of the day, just going through. The lock keeper's been with us because he's had to put some more water from the upper pound into the lower pound because they're low of water here as well. So we have got a race on to get through to the other side of Crofton before they close it at 4, and just in case they start to run out of water again.
The water levels are low, and you can see it from the side. Pound's really down. So I'm afraid the Kennet and Avon is struggling with water.
Low water levels. In we go.
You scared?
Yes, I hate tunnels.
Don't be scared.
I'm very scared.
Life's too short to be scared.
We're in. Og. You're just like a shadowy figure. Ho,
I have been quite worse.
ho, 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 ho.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Spooky.
You still scared?
Yeah, because I'm looking at you. There's a boat at the other end, but we think is waiting. See our tunnel light lighting up where we're going. Put all the boat lights on because it gives you added, added light in the tunnel, so you can see that through your windows. Nearly out. Yippee! We're out. Just come up to the bow and sitting in the cratch, and there's quite a nice breeze up here as we go through the countryside. About half a mile to go now, and we're going to go get to the first of the Crofton locks. The trick when the water levels are as low as this is not to get too close to the sides. The safest part of the canal is in the centre where it's the deepest. So I've had to come for a bit of a walk away from the boat to give you an update. We've made it through the Crofton flight, so we've just moored below lock 60. There are some mooring places here. I think they're either 2 or 3 days. So we moored up here. It was a bit frantic. We made it with 15 minutes to spare, so that was okay. There weren't many mooring spaces available, so we ended up mooring in a space that is probably about 54 foot, and we're 57, so we're sort of wedged in. The boat we've moored in front of has got his engine running, which is fine. You can have your engines running, but he's got to run it all day because his batteries are not very good, which happens from time to time. So he's not going to turn his engine off until 8 o'clock tonight. We've obviously been in the sun all day, and I'm getting a bit of a headache with just the constant throb of his engine. It's not his fault, he's obviously got to do it because he's got some technical issues. So I've just walked down to the next lock, and hopefully the sound of the calming water running through the lock will help me just to unwind. I think tomorrow is going to be hotter than it's been today. So and today was very challenging for both of us. Michael on the back of the boat and me doing the locks. But we made it. I've got dinner on the go, which is Michael's favourite, and hopefully a nice gin and tonic and a little glass of cold wine, or 2 glasses of cold wine with dinner will be the order of the day.
Jackie's in the final throes of dinner tonight. So, what are we having?
We're having salmon, which is my speciality dish, which I did mention
Speciality
earlier.
get you?
You know it is. I did mention earlier that I was doing Michael's favourite dish tonight.
How do you know it's my favourite dish?
I just know. You've told me.
Have I?
So it's salmon
I'll say anything
with
for a free meal.
a Moroccan marinade, and then we've got a spicy root vegetable dish, otherwise known as carrots, onions, potatoes, garlic, beetroot,
and
peppers,
lots of spices
in a tomato sauce,
thing.
Basically. It's nothing sexy.
And some engine fumes to go with it, because the boat behind us is...
The boat is still got its engine on.
Yeah, anyway, it'll soon be 8 o'clock, and hopefully it'll go off. I'm a heathen. I have ice in my red wine. Well, on a hot day like this, it's absolutely scorching, so I need to put some ice in my red wine. Anybody else have ice in their red wine, or is it just me? This is our dinner perch tonight. It's so hot. Apparently on Monday and Tuesday it's going to be scorchio, so we're having to eat outside. We like to do that anyway, so all good. Dinner arrives. You like a waitress.
I'm not carrying it like a waitress, am I? But
No, you should carry one on your elbow or whatever you do.
there we go. I'll just
There we
bring
go.
the marinade out and my wine,
Excellent.
and then we're sorted, I think.
Looks quite nice, thank you.
So we hope you liked the episode. Thanks for watching. As you can see, it was a complete mad scramble for us to get through the Crofton flight. We didn't think we were going to make it, but we did. 15 minutes was quite tight though. But what we didn't show you was that in the very last lock, we went through behind a wide beam, and that wide beam managed, going into the lock, to crash into the front lock gates and damage the walkboard that goes across the lock gates. Just as
We're under the Heathrow flight path.
it's really noisy. Yeah, so and he managed to crash into the front lock gates just before CRT turned up, and we were absolutely petrified that CRT were going to close the lock before we came through with the other boat we were travelling with.
Yeah, bear in mind we've been trapped in devices for 2 weeks, and we knew that the water levels were really low between there and Crofton, which was 15 miles. And there was an indication that had we not got through that Crofton lock, the one that was damaged by the wide beam, by 4 p.m, then they might have closed them all for another 2 weeks. So we were racing against time. We managed to get through with 15 minutes to spare. So
yeah,
when we saw the damage occur right in front of us, and
also because the walkboard had dropped, the lock gate wouldn't open properly.
Yeah.
So fortunately the wide beam was just a bit narrower than the width of the lock and could get out. But when we came to go out with the other boat, we had to go out one at a time because the gate just wouldn't open properly, and the CRT guy wasn't happy when he saw the state of the lock gate.
Anyway, we got through and we were fine, and then we had the drama of the boat that there was only one space to moor, and the guy we moored next to had to run his engine for 12 hours, so it made us feel really unwell.
I felt really, really poorly.
It was so hot, it was during a heat wave. The exhaust fumes were coming in the boat as we were making dinner, or Jack was making dinner. Yeah. But he did a really good job. It was a really, really nice. It was my favourite, even though
it was your favourite.
I'll say anything for a nice meal. So so that was the episode.
Thank you for watching.
Yeah, we're going to be leaving Crofton in the next one, and carry on our journey. So stay tuned to see what capers we get up into the next one.
Yeah.
And remember, give us a thumbs up if you like the video,
and don't forget to subscribe.
And look us up on Instagram, because Jack has an Instagram account that she runs. Cruising on the Border, and that gives us lifetime updates. So she posts every day, and you can see where we're at and what we're up to each day. Just little films of what's happening, and then we'll put it all together and do our weekly episode for you. So hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.